How's this, Squidward?
It's beautiful.
Alright, so in today's video, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys how you guys can live stream on YouTube on the Xbox One. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see more of these tutorials. And if you guys want to go see the tutorial on how you guys can live stream on YouTube on the PlayStation 4, that will be linked in the card in the upper right or in the description down below. So, a lot of people have just been wondering, how can you directly live stream on YouTube on the Xbox One? Well, let's first go over the difference between direct live streaming off the software on the Xbox to the PlayStation 4. Now, the PlayStation 4, you can directly live stream off of YouTube, Twitch, and Dailymotion. On Xbox, the software, you can only live stream directly off Mixer and Twitch, so you can't directly live stream off YouTube. So then how do you live stream? Well, guys, it's going to be a couple steps. First step, you obviously need a game capture device. Now, what I recommend is Elgato. They have great products, great customer service, and their products are very durable, and they last well, and they actually work very well. So what you guys need is an Elgato. I'll link in the description the Elgato I have, and a couple of Elgatos that are a little cheaper than that. Elgatos usually range from $150 to $180, so they're pretty simple. All you have to do is plug them into the back of your console, and plug it into your computer. Step 2 is obviously a computer. You need a laptop or a desktop to plug your Elgato into, so you can obviously see your gameplay. Definitely you need a monitor to see gameplay and all that, so definitely a computer, either laptop or desktop. Doesn't matter. Make sure it's a good computer that obviously isn't slow. It's a computer that's built for streaming and all that. So just make sure you do your due diligence and buy a good PC. So once you have those two, then you have to make a decision. What live streaming software do you use? Do you live stream directly off the Elgato software? Do you live stream with OBS, XSplit? There's a different software choices you guys have. You can do right off the Elgato software, which is pretty simple but doesn't have a lot of features. You can do OBS, which is a little more complicated, but you can add a lot of stuff, subscriber alerts, sub count, and a bunch of other things. Or you guys can try like XSplit, which is kind of it's a little more simplistic than OBS, but it has the same benefits. But XSplit, the problem with XSplit is sometimes you have to pay extra money for more features. So I definitely recommend is either doing the Elgato if you don't want to feel like setting up OBS, the Elgato software you could easily stream right off of, or you guys should definitely go right off of OBS. Now, I'm going to show you guys a really quick tutorial of OBS and how to set up live streaming on it, and same thing with the Elgato, so you guys aren't confused. So we're going to get straight into that. Alright guys, so we're here on OBS, and I'm explaining to you guys how you guys can live stream on the Xbox One with OBS. So it's pretty simple. First thing you guys got to do, obviously, this is just a basic tutorial. If you want to add like alerts to subscriber, notifications, sub box, sub counter, donations, I'll make a separate video on that. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that. But first thing you guys have to do, obviously, is connect your Elgato. So how to do that is plug your Elgato into the back of your console, the HDMI port, and obviously into your computer. Once it's plugged in, you will obviously see the device. You have to add a video capture device, as I showed you earlier. Once you add the video capture device, all you have to do is basically go through all the settings, set up your Elgato based on your resolution, FPS, brightness, all that type of stuff. Once it's set up, your Elgato will be perfectly set into OBS, and you're good to go with that. Now, the next step, we're going to go back into our monitor capture, which is our display capture. This is how you capture your monitor. You add a display capture. You're going to go into your settings. Now, once you're in settings, you're going to go to stream. Now, how this works is it's pretty simple. You can use a custom streaming service, and YouTube is not a custom streaming service. It's actually a direct one, but custom streaming service is actually easier. So this is how it works with events. What you guys have to do is go onto your YouTube channel. Once you set up live streaming, find your URL, which is basically a YouTube URL, which is in the live streaming tab on your Creator Studio. And you also have to find the stream key, which is also in there. Once you find those two, you copy and paste both the URL and the stream key into the OBS system right here. So yes, add the URL and add the stream key. Now, that's just basically, once you do that, you're going to click Start Streaming. YouTube will go into Preview. You'll click Preview, and once the preview is completed, you'll click Start Streaming. Now, there's actually another way you can do this with streaming service. So here I can go click on YouTube/YouTube Gaming, and I could do whatever. I can do the primary backup server, and then I can also you show all services if you want, and you also just add the stream key here. You can do either or Now, this I think is just for stream. It's like this is stream quicker. If you want to do the streaming service, you want to do custom, which is like create an event. You could do this. So it's basically how you do that. Now let me show you guys the YouTube the Creator Studio and how you do that. We're here in the YouTube Stream Now. Now this is Stream Now and events. Now Stream Now is for, as I explained earlier, it's for just the basic setup. So what you guys have to do, all you have to do is scroll down. Once you're in the live streaming tab on Creator Studio, Stream Now, go down here, and there's an encoder setup. Now copy and paste the server URL and your stream key into your OBS. Now that's how you do it via Stream Now, which I explained earlier. Now if we go into events, events is more more complicated. What you guys have to do is obviously you create an event, title it wherever you want. So I'll just put question mark. Yeah, obviously you have more flexibility with this. You could set up when the stream starts. You can add description, tags. You can put what game it's under. You can enable chat, slow mode, enable recording, age restriction, promotions, all this type of stuff. You can do latency. Normal latencies for best for high quality viewer playbacks and higher resolutions. Low latencies for near real time interaction with minimal playback buffering. So you can pick either of those, and once you do, so I'm just gonna like put it on private, for example. Just put private. Now, how the stream key works is here's what's gonna happen. So once I put it into private, changes are gonna save. Let it load. Give it a minute. So once it's done loading, you guys can obviously, you're gonna go here in this main camera area. You're gonna add a thumbnail, and you're also going to add a bit rate for your encoder. So you have to go here, go to create new stream, add a name. You don't need to add a description. Just put your bit rate and enable 60 FPS, or if you don't want to. Once that loads, you're gonna scroll down here, and it's gonna give you the stream key, and it's gonna give you the server that you want to use, either the primer or the backup server. So that's basically how you set up with events. So basically that is how you live stream on YouTube with OBS and the Elgato combined on the Xbox One. Pretty simple enough. Once you go in that live control room, it will obviously it will say preview, and you'll be able to hit preview. It will be highlighted in blue, and then it'll be able to start stream. So that's basically how you do it with OBS. Now Elgato, I'm gonna explain that one really quick. How the Elgato works is basically what you guys have to do is basically go in this live streaming tab in the Elgato software, add an account for any of these platforms, do a YouTube account. It will basically give you have to log in with your email and your password. Once it's connected, you'll be able to directly just add a title, and then you'll be able to add description tags here, set your millibits per second, and then click the streaming button, which is right here. It's going to be highlighted in green, and once you click that stream button, it will start streaming on YouTube. So that's basically how I do it with the Elgato. And I'll explain a couple more things, and then we're going to end off this video. Alright, and also what you guys need is a mic. Now, mics I recommend, there's some really cheap mics out there. There's a Blue Yeti you can get, which is pretty, I think it's around mic I have, and I definitely recommend it's around $100, $150. There's also the Blue Snowball mic, which is around $50 to $75, but I recommend a Blue Yeti. I'll link in the description, Blue Yeti mics, and also Blue Snowballs if you want to use either of those. Those are the two most recommended ones I have, and you definitely can search for mics that you guys want, but my mic's pretty good. I've had it, almost 2 years now, which is pretty freaking crazy. Isn't that insane? I haven't had to switch a mic in 2 years, and this mic's done absolute wonders. If you guys want to go back to my old videos a couple of years ago, you've got to hear how bad my mic was. It was just absolutely insane. You guys need a mic. Do not use your computer mic because it's just absolutely atrocious. That's why I use to start, and I can't believe I even did that, but it is what it is. Sometimes you have to do that type of stuff because I didn't even want a mic back then, but I realized, oh yeah, I need it to sound a lot better. So definitely recommend those. Once you have all that type of stuff in Elgato, you have your Xbox One, you have your streaming service. You can stream off the Elgato software, OBS, XSplit. Once you do all the things I explained, you're good to go. And once you do that all set up, it's a fun experience streaming on YouTube, guys. It really is a very underrated feature. I feel a lot of people don't really do it, and I think a lot more should, because my channel is mainly been built off live streaming, and it's gotten me to the point where I'm at today. And I'm really grateful that a lot of you guys do enjoy my live streams because they've been a lot of fun to do. I've been doing them for almost 2 years here on YouTube, and it's been a lot of fun. The journey's been real. But guys, I definitely think if you guys want to get into YouTube, with videos and live streaming, you definitely should. Don't let I know the PS4 obviously has direct live streaming off, with YouTube. I tell you this, man, work hard, get some money, save it up, buy an Elgato, buy a computer, and then obviously you're good to go. Once you sell that stuff up, you are ready to start the YouTube journey. It's a long journey, guys, but trust me, if you put your mind into anything, anything's possible. Believe me, your dream will come true. And it really has for me. I'm almost at 200,000 subscribers, which is hard to believe. I didn't think I'd be here this quick, but, all it took was, a lot of hard work and dedication and never giving up. I had copyright strikes. I had people doubt me, but guess what? Don't let any of the naysayers say anything to, get you, angry or, upset. Use it as motivation. Use it as fuel to the fire. If you use it as fuel to the fire, guys, anything's possible, because these naysayers, they think they're funny. They think, oh yeah, they think you suck. But guess what? All that matters is what you think. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. If you believe you're the next big YouTuber, it's possible. Just believe in yourself. Never give up. Hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you guys found this instructive. I will repeat this again. If you have any questions down in the comments down below, let me know. I will try to answer it, and if I'm not able to answer it, someone hopefully will be able to. Once again, I will definitely answer your questions in the comments down below. I'll try to answer as many as possible. I don't know if I'm going to be able to answer all of them, but I will try my best. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you're on Xbox One, I want to see you guys get on that streaming grind. If you guys did get on the streaming grind because of this video, I want you guys to, link me your channel. I want to go check out your channel and see how it's doing, and, everything. So, thank you guys so much. Drop a like, I appreciate it, and I wish you luck on your YouTube journey, live streaming off the Xbox One. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Good luck.